welcome back to another episode of Fresh Mondays Podcast presents Love and Hip Hop Talk.
Yes, we're going to be recapping episode 10. We're going to deep dive and talk a little bit of nonsense and talk about the shit that made no sense, as always. As your host of Fresh Mondays Podcast Network, you have your hosts Diana and Marley and Diana, as always, on the ones and twos.
Yes. So let's just start right off the bat with opening scenes. It's Jonathan, Yandy, and Sin, and we meet Jonathan. I put Jonathan. Jonathan's nephew. I believe his name is Derek.
Yes.
Cute little boy, adorable. He has special needs, some diagnosis. This takes off from here.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think it's really nice that they're using their platform for something positive.
Yeah.
Because obviously he's getting exposure because his uncle is involved in some type of a television program. Shout out to Jonathan for using your platform to help your family. Truly appreciate it. I'm glad that they were able to come up with some type of funding for his surgery. It's very sad that children have to deal with things like that. So shout out to Love and Hip Hop, VH1, and whoever made that happen. Super cool storyline. Very nice, touching. Cool.
Yeah, it gives us a little bit another perspective. It gives us more real life perspective of what they have going on. Because, sometimes you feel so scripted and so set up and so whatever. Everything's like phony almost. And this is real. This is reality. They're actually going through this. So shout outs for VH1 for that.
Right. Absolutely.
Well, from there, we go to Yandy comes up with the fantastic idea of this fundraiser. Right?
She's an idea girl.
I know how to jump rope. I can't double dutch. Do you know how to double dutch?
To be honest with you, I once did when I was very young, but honestly, I can't. Like, if I was to tell you I can jump double dutch right now, I'm pretty sure I can't. So, like, way back in the day, back in the day, I used to like jump rope in my grandma's projects, but that's another story.
Yeah. I'd bust my ass as a grown-ass woman doing some double dutch.
Yeah.
So then there, Yandy comes up with the idea for the Double Dutch fundraiser. Right. And we end up with this awesome fundraiser happening. They raise fantastic amount of money for Jonathan's nephew.
Right.
For an upcoming surgery, correct?
Yeah, so that he can prevent from getting his legs amputated. Jeez. If that doesn't give you an incentive to donate, guys, I don't know what will. That's like serious consequences. So we appreciate that got resolved. We got introduced to Somaya. She came back in the scene on that specific fundraiser, which was interesting and cool. And we also got to see Kimbella kind of resurface and get back on the scene as well. Sidebar, shout out to plastic surgery. Am I the only person that kind of was like, someone took a little break because someone got a little work done? No?
Wait, on Kimbella or Somaya?
Well, both.
I think Somaya looks fantastic, by the way. In the comparison between the two from before living in the attic to now was amazing. And then that is what all vision boards and ambitions is all about. But I didn't realize the Kimbella one. I have to take a look back at that.
Okay, maybe. I don't know how much time is in between filming. So maybe I'm just jumping the gun. But she looks like she did some like maintenance. I'm sorry. Looking a little snatched, honey. I'm just saying.
I think when it comes to doing some maintenance, you need to like schedule your time properly. Like you don't want to look too fresh when you show up at the camera. So was she looking fresh to you?
Trust me. Let me tell you something. I am not hating. If I wasn't afraid of getting surgery because of the trauma, I would totally be online like, yo, let's do this maintenance shit. Because that shit is amazing. Okay. Yeah. You be coming back looking fantastic. But I really believe that once again, I'm not hating. I'm just acknowledging that she got some work done. It seems that way. Last time we saw her, she was looking a little chunky. Now her waist is like super snatched. Her butt is super elevated. And it looks like she ain't never had a baby. Like, I'm just saying.
Maybe there was a lot of time in between. Or maybe she just got the right stylist this time. But I digress.
Mm-hmm.
In Somaya returning, I like that they're still bringing back these OGs. I love, that everyone is elevated in a way.
Yes.
Jim Jones's mom was even back, guys.
Uh-oh, Mama Jones.
Mama Jones was back, and as per usual, it looks like everything's the same. Her and Chrissy just ain't ever gonna get along.
You know what I love about Mama Jones?
Well,
It could be maybe because I have a nostalgia being that I grew up in New York City. Like, she is a New York mom. Like, I really mean that though. Like, not all right, obviously not all of our mothers are like that, but in the block there was always moms that was like Jim Jones's moms. Like, everyone has a friend that has a mom like her. She has this energy and this personality that's like funny. I think her show is really cute. The fact that she has this called Cheers to Harlem. I've never seen it personally, but I'm gonna check it out now because I find her a little bit funny. And it was nice to see her, and that is one of those like moments, like, oh, throwback moments of Love and Hip Hop.
yeah, like because she was always the comedic portion of it when she was on before. So definitely nice to see her back. And Jim always being supportive of anything she does. He always has her back, which she used to record back then. And he's never like doubted his mom. He's never like told her no. He's just a
Right.
super like mama's boy kind of guy.
Well, I don't think he's able to say no. That doesn't like the type of woman you can say no to. I'll be honest with you.
She's gonna do what she want to do, and she gotta do it, whether
Right.
you there or not. That's Mama Jones for
Right.
you. So, shout outs to the nostalgia of having Mama Jones back,
Yeah,
and I
for
mean she
sure.
looks amazing still. So,
Yeah, she does. She
without a doubt.
reminds me so much of like my friend's mom. Like, I don't even want to say who it is because she might get offended, but she reminds me so much. Like, it's crazy. And I don't mean it in a bad way.
No,
Like
no, no.
auntie. It's like my auntie.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So we also learned in that Christy's gonna be the interior decorator of Mama Jones's house, and Mama Jones doesn't know, so we'll keep updated on that one. I'm sure that comes up some of the time.
Let's digress a bit to your vision board comment earlier
Mm-hmm.
about how you can start in an attic and then you can develop a multi-million-dollar freaking business by
Mm-hmm.
selling slim tea. Yo, that's amazing.
Amazing.
That's amazing. And I really want that to be something that maybe me and you can like look at for inspiration. Like, it's
Yes,
okay to reach bottom because there eventually is no telling what can happen in the future.
of course. Yeah,
So, inspiration for sure. Just
yeah. So
wanted to throw that in there.
of course, and I'm telling you that attic room was small. So, and we all know New York rent is no joke.
Right. I
And
mean, it's
she,
no joke in a lot of states, let's be honest.
yeah, of course.
Because you was just living in Seattle, you know that shit is expensive as hell. So it's like everywhere Miami's expensive. So everywhere is expensive. The fact that you can get through really hard times is really what I got from that for sure.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So shout out to Somaya. And it looks like she's gonna be in more recent episodes, more upcoming episodes as well. So definitely
Mm-hmm.
excited for that. The fundraiser, as they were doing the jump roping, everybody's there, and Jonathan's messy ass comes up again and tries to get Yandy to go talk to Kimbella.
Right.
He tries to play that little game like, oh, go pass by over there. Um, and I see him really trying to put in the effort, always trying to be the middleman in between. And they just both ain't feeling it. It's not
Yeah, no,
happening for them.
Kimbella was open to it. She was. It was just that Yandy wasn't with it.
Chrissy decided not to show. She just
Right.
donated, which is
Mm-hmm.
nice.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would be that person. If I'm not interested, I'd still would give money because I would love to help in any kind of way. So I would probably do that same move.
And we shouldn't like criticize people for feeling like that's not the best move for their peace and their sanity. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
I can understand how I've been guilty of that, where you straight like take it super personal when a person doesn't come to something that you're hosting, and then maybe not realizing that that's not the good environment for that person you're
Right.
inviting. So I can understand that, and I understand that she did what she thought was best for her. And we all need to have a little bit more tolerance and acceptance when our friends may not be comfortable with our other friends. It happens.
Absolutely. Yeah, because you want to set yourself up. You don't want to set yourself up for something like that. You don't want to set yourself up where your energy just kind of goes off and you might do something disruptive. Not to say she would, but just saying you don't want to be out of character in a place that is a fundraiser, that is
Right.
a good, a good space and a good place, and something just sets you off. And yeah, it's better that way. So that worked out really well. And then obviously after that, Jonathan, obviously being the messy one, puts a group of everybody together in a space.
Wait. Before we did that, we got to talk about that Cisco, Peter Gunz, and Rich Dollaz gathering.
Our favorite men, the Creep Squad.
The Creep Squad is back together. The fact that Peter Gunz is back on TV. Guys, let's recap a bit. He was the dirtiest of the dirtiest in the beginning of this whole thing. He was dirty before Stevie J.
Yeah, right. Is Stevie J part of the Creep Squad? Because it might as well.
Right.
Put him in there. Wow, before Stevie J. That's interesting. Mm-hmm. I mean, VH1 or Bonus God knows how to find them, first of all, to put them on the screen. But the fact that Peter Gunz is still just like 50, 60 and still looking 60. Creep.
You're so shady. He's not 60.
I don't know. I'm just I apologize. But the Creep Squad was back together again. Rich Dollaz, his mom, seems to assume that, no, ma'am, Olivia owes us money.
Right.
That's pretty much what she said. Mm-hmm. Rich goes out to go run into, why is Peter Gunz the mediator in the situation?
I guess he's the mutual friend for them both, because Cisco, I guess, is cool with Peter Gunz and Peter Gunz is cool with Rich. So I guess he's like the mediator.
Okay. I don't find him the most appropriate mediator in the situation, I guess you could say.
Right.
But so Rich decides or says, actually from the words of his mom, Cisco might be the person that he needs to have a conversation with.
Right. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I just remember Cisco was trying to get with Sin. And back in the day, and he got the only shutdown from Sin Santana. That's the last time I remember seeing Cisco.
I don't remember the last time Cisco was there. Rich Dollaz then approaches Cisco and says, "It's you who's telling Olivia that I took the money." And Cisco looked at him like, "Sir, I ain't seen you in years. Right. I don't know what you're talking about. You need to figure that out somewhere else." Mm-hmm. Very calm and collected, because all Rich did was scream the whole time.
Right.
I think that I wonder how they're gonna approach Olivia with this. It looks like they're gonna tag team and
I mean, they're gonna have a little powwow, and it's gonna be a conversation, and I'm here for it. I want to hear the whole thing.
But shout outs to this Creep Squad. Who's missing in the Safari? Right? Wasn't he another one in the Creep Squad?
I don't know. I don't remember, but I know that Safari definitely was an honorary member at one point, even if he wasn't a part of it. That's for sure. You know what I'm saying? The
moment he was single from Nicki Minaj, he was out there.
He was definitely out there.
He was out there.
Jumping from like cast to cast too. He was like in Hollywood, he was in New York, he was in all kinds of casts.
He's always entertaining. There's nothing, it's what he does best. Well, then after that, we get into Johnantons' gathering, post-party fundraiser event.
It was a dick-themed sleepover.
I think I missed that part.
He's like, we're all dick deprived, including myself. So we're here for it.
Those are the kind of parties. I mean, everyone needs a little relief, I guess. Something going down. To me, it looked like Kimbella was a little drunk. Or maybe that's just myself.
I don't know if she was drunk or on something. You know how when you look at somebody and you're like, are you on something? Because you're not really talking right. Like you slurring, you slowing down a little bit, you talking a little cray-cray.
And everyone seemed to look at her like that too.
Yeah. Right.
The way they were just like, what do you, like, bring it down a minute, like calm, like chill for a moment. Like everyone was talking to her that way. So right. That's how I feel she was on something. But yet again, Kimbella for randomly decides to bring up this 10-year-old situation. As Yandy says, how she was mollywopped in the room.
I just don't understand how she can sit here and be mad at the next bitch about one bitch fucking you up. Like, it's like, how am I going to be mad because my homegirl didn't stop a bitch from beating my ass 100%? Like, it's different if this bitch just stood there and was like, oh shit. But like, if she tried and it didn't work out, like, I'm going to sit here and blame it on my friend. Like, I don't feel like this is a legitimate reason to be mad at Yandy.
There's something deeper that cuts. There's either you just trying to collect this check and you're going to keep bringing this up. And I hope and I wonder if VH1 pays each one of y'all for every time they replay this video, because they were played 6 times.
This ain't music. This isn't like every time you gotta play. Like, I doubt that. I don't think this is like music.
I don't know, but they played it like over 6 times to remind us how bad you got beat by Chrissy and what happened to you.
And since we keep playing the tape, and I've seen it so many times, I have seen Yandy multiple times saying, yo, get off of her. Yeah. Like, I saw it multiple times. So I'm not quite sure what it is that Kim expected. Like, there's only so much you could do to defend somebody when they're being attacked, because you got to defend yourself too. You can't just let yourself get hit. It's like, it's not your problem. It's just not, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's odd. And I also think it's odd that, like, she's now trying to, I felt like she was trying to generate some type of controversy when there was nothing there. So that maybe it is for a storyline. Maybe it is so she could be in good graces with Chrissy, and she's like thinking ahead, like, oh, it's easier to be like this bitch's enemy. Because I truly don't understand why this was still something that they were talking about. I really don't.
I think the whole room was confused as to why is this cannot be why you're mad at her or why you're acting this way towards her. There has to be some other underlying issue.
Right.
Because it's not possible. It can't.
Right.
To me. And it could be just storyline, I guess.
And honestly, correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm a little zen, but I truly don't ever find myself in situations where I'm about to fight women when I'm in groups. Like, I'm not in that space. Like, I can argue, you know what I'm saying? Like, you might have a problem and people might get a little uncomfortable with the you know, the tension in the room, but I never feel like inspired to get up and like rock some bitch across the face. Like, in order for me to do that, that means that something very personal has taken place.
It has to escalate. It has to boil really differently for me, especially in public, in a space, in a room, to step into that bounds. And I probably would have been more in my 20s.
Right. I'm talking about that as adults. Like, I'm looking at them as like equals and peers. I'm not looking at them like young girls. I'm looking at them like, you girls are grown-ass women.
Oh, yeah.
That are parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all got a whole shitload of shit going on in your real life. Like, why is that still the result? Like, is that just a reality TV formula? You know what I'm saying, that people do?
There must be an extra check for every punch you throw.
Maybe.
Like, she adds an extra 0 or a couple 500 if you start a fight or something, or like, there has to be, because I don't get it. You're right. I don't understand the point of that.
Like, these people need to go to anger management. Like, there's no way that you still feel like you should be fighting quite this much at this age. Like, it's just like a weird, sometimes I'm just like, wow, this escalated differently than I expected.
Even the throwing drinks part.
Right, that's assault. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why are you doing this? Like, it's like, I felt like that whole shit was like, Kimbella, what are you doing? Like, it's just like, I don't understand. And you didn't see in that scene that her body looked crazy.
No.
Not hating. I'm just saying, like, I'm like, God damn, this bitch was like not looking like this the last time I saw her. I don't know. You need to rewind, girl.
I'm going to have to rewatch, probably just the ending part. I did not notice that, but I'm interested to see how it continues to escalate. I guess, I hope it doesn't escalate, but it continues to go on throughout the season, because I think she's misdirecting also her issue, because it shouldn't be at Yandy. It should be the person who swung at your ass. But not even that was the first season, and we are in season 10. So I still just don't gather how you're mad 10 years later.
But she's not even mad at Chrissy. You feel me? So it's like,
having lunch with her.
Right. I'm not sure if this is really what you're mad at. Like you said, there's probably something else going on here. Like, it's like, what is going on? Like,
yeah, something's a little bit not right. What are you looking forward to for, I guess, next week, or how this continues on?
I like the direction the show is taking, because now the storylines are getting a little bit more like personalized.
Are you bored still?
No, I'm not as bored, because I feel like now it's better. Like, I don't see as much as Fresher and his wife's issues, which really bothered me. So that's always a good thing. I also like the fact that they're not wasting time on that Janiski girl.
Got it, yeah.
You know, like, these actors that are reality show people, like, I was just like, I'm not interested in these people. So I guess that's why I'm interested a little bit more. I like the older cast members coming back, because I feel like it's better TV. So far, that's why I've enjoyed it. And plus, I think it's going to be pretty cool to watch how over the top the baby shower is going to be.
Anything these two put together is over the top. And, God bless that baby, because she is going to be
That baby's blessed.
inundated
That baby's
with
blessed.
everything. So she's super blessed. I'm looking forward. I like the Olivia, Somaya Reese. They're not like overly all in your face. They're just there, present. Like they have. Olivia has a real true storyline, I believe, right? Because you could tell, like we said last week, you could tell when Rich was like heavy, like he was like surprised. Right. So I like that storyline.
She's engaged.
Yes, shout outs to her. Congrats.
Big old ring.
We'll never know the mysterious man. And I kind of like that.
It's cool.
I'm not
mad at it. That's all right.
Yeah, excited to see if Somaya has any beef, because she used to have some beef back in the days. I don't remember why. The only person missing is Emily.
Oh, that'd be fun. But honestly, she's like, her and Fabulous are so in love right now. Barf. That it really annoys me. It's like, yuck already. Like, God, like, we get it. You guys are healthy.
Now.
You guys are in love and you're mad healthy with each other. Like, you guys
figured it out. I still, God forgive me, but I only think about her front teeth and how she got them fixed every time. So with that being said,
I don't even know what the real story is, Marley. All I know is that shit sounded crazy, and now this motherfucker is parading with this bitch everywhere.
And if you go back to season 1 or 2, whatever, when Emily was on there, it's like she couldn't say his name.
No, but that was the whole joke at that time. Like, she wasn't allowed to claim him.
The whole joke. You hear that?
Yeah. It was.
That's the only thing missing. And
look, I'm not hating on nobody's happiness, but I feel like this shit feels like it's like being forced upon us. Okay.
Oh yeah. I had to unfollow him because I got tired. And I think I muted her or something. Somebody got muted on my timeline because I couldn't.
And you're like the 4th person that told me they stopped following Fabulous because of the excessive posting of the family bullshit. That is crazy.
It's not about the family thing. It's because a part of me, and even for her, a part of me is like, it's being like, almost like Erica and Safaria stopped following too. Because it was just constant. And it just messed up the whole algorithm on my page for some reason. And it had to go. Like, it wasn't what I was enjoying, wasn't content I wanted to see. And because your part of you was like, now you started parading this around. It was like a weird, like, and something had to happen for you to parade around. I think that's another part of it too. Fabulous
used to definitely be one of my favorite accounts to follow on Instagram. Couple of years ago. He has the best hashtag game in the world. He was just so funny and witty and like really good posting, very organic from him, and he was really a great person to follow on Instagram. Like, this right here, I don't even know who this is, and like, he doesn't owe me anything. I'm just saying, like, as a follower. And people grow. I don't even know who this is.
We give people the benefit of the doubt. They grow, they kind of extend themselves, they're a different person, and maybe things have changed. I think for me, just don't flood my timeline. I didn't want to see Safari and Erica in furs every single day. So they had to go. I know how to find them if I wanted to see it.
Hold on, have you heard the single?
She didn't even rap in it.
No. Oh, Erica's supposed to rap?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Fuck out of here. I don't follow enough to know that. She's a rapper.
No, well, you have to watch because he says, "Oh, my wife is rapping now," and then you'll see what happens.
Oh, God. That cannot be good. That cannot be good. I am fucking sorry. That cannot be good.
Go and watch and come back and report and tell me how you feel after.
I'm gonna have to. I mean, I saw the video, with the, I don't know, underwhelming
effects.
Right. Shots. I mean, it was you had your girl that could rap in your lyrics. I guess that's cute.
Go ahead and watch. He says, "Oh, look at my wife rapping now," but when you see it, ain't.
Oh, it's just her mimicking him, though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw that. I saw the video.
Oh, okay.
I thought this bitch was spitting.
No.
I was like, oh shit, this bitch got 16. Like, I was like excited. I'm like, the fuck out of here, Erica's a rapper. That's it.
That's how he got us to click on the fucking link by saying that. That's why. It was a clickbait. But again, I just don't need them in fur all the time on my timeline. They had to go. One gotta go.
We're straight.
Shout out to Safari and Erica. So I think that wraps up this week. I mean, it was more entertaining and it wasn't slow, and I didn't put it on mute. and I watched it from start to end.
Yeah, it was a good episode, and it's keeping to get better. We're looking forward to see what's to come. We really hope that Jonathan's nephew does get the surgery. We would like to get a follow-up on that. That'll be very nice. We want to keep seeing more unity amongst the cast and having more things where they're all together. It's nice to see them all in cahoots. And Kimbella, I have a feeling you're going to keep acting up. Now that you're looking a little snatched, you want to get this camera airtime. I see you, honey. I see you.
And that is it for this episode of Fresh Mondays Podcast presents Love and Hip Hop New York Talk. Don't forget to follow us every single Monday night. I am tweeting on our Fresh Mondays Podcast Twitter about the show, about what's going on, live action, asking questions. So make sure to follow us on Twitter. Make sure to subscribe here down below on YouTube and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever else you're listening to us on. My name is Marley. You can find me at Love Marley, LUVMARLEY _. And you can follow Diana
at I am Diana C _ I am Diana C _ on Instagram, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very much looking forward to hearing what you guys have to say. Make sure to DM us and comment on our Fresh Mondays Podcast IG page, and we'll be more than happy to respond and maybe even talk about it on the next episode.
Yes. Thank you guys, and have a good one.